Monster and Taz podcast. I'm your host, and co-hosting is Monster. It's me, Taz. I want to introduce everybody again. We got some people that came back, which we very glad for, because it's time to get it on. Gender Warfare 3. So today we're going to be discussing gripes again about, the opposite sex and other issues around it. First, I want to introduce Monster.
What's going on, y'all? Monster Mash back in the house.
All right, we got
everybody good.
Yeah, we
Yes, sir.
Doing
Yes,
good,
sir.
yeah.
okay. Now I want to bring back Bronx Baby. What's going on?
Hey, yes, in the house.
Yeah, everybody said on the last show they was really impressed with you.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
and
got-
we
Thank you.
okay we got Bloody Chris back.
What's happening?
All right, we got Mr. Chill.
Yes, sir.
And last but not least, we got another person that came back, the sweetheart, Miss Luna. How you doing, girl?
Good morning, y'all.
All right, so I opened up with warming everybody up with the question, that go around. And after I say what I'm gonna say, just so the people can hear it, we already heard it, but the people gonna hear it. There's a gripe that's flying around with the women and the men. The first gripe is, ladies, have you ever came home and it's a sink full of dishes and your man is sitting right there, nobody else is there, you know he did it? Does that make you mad?
Excessively.
What about you, Ms. Luna?
Are you mad?
I definitely get upset.
All right,
Upset.
okay, now the fellas, like I said before, you ever ask your old lady, hey, baby, you want something to eat? I'm going to get something to eat. And she say, nah, I'm good. Then you come back with something nice to eat, and then you sitting there, because she said she ain't want nothing. Then she stick her fingers in your food. Has that ever happened to you?
Most
Girl.
definitely.
They all do that.
Okay, now that we warmed up on gripes, let's get on with the show. So, first of all, I want to, it's always tradition to let the ladies go first, because, it's been plenty of shows where, the fellas went first and we just let them have it. So, go ahead, Ms. Luna, and ask the question that you was going to add to Bronx Baby's comment about the social media.
Well, I'm gonna let Miss Bronx Baby say it first, so it's out there, so the audience knows what we're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so my question to the group is social media, cheating. This is a day and age where we have access to everyone and everything. You have phones that you keep in your hand like all the time. When is it crossing the line? When is it too much? Give you an example, i.e., okay, you're dating someone, they have a friend, maybe they were seeing before you guys got serious. But once you guys got serious, they're still in communication with them. No matter how many times you ask them not to do it or tell them that it feels disrespectful to you and your relationship that you have now, they still continue to do it. What point do you say, you know what, motherfucker, I'm done?
That's a good one. Any of the fellas want to answer that?
I have a. Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'll go after you.
At that point, for the fellas, I have a question. Why? My question to the fellas is why? If you got a woman, she a porn star, she clean, she work 40, 60 hours a fucking week. You know what I'm saying? She matches your hustle. She is that partner. Why?
Rough.
Please.
Well,
And
I can say if you meet those promise, there ain't gonna be no extra phone activity on my end. If you doing all that, we all good. Well, I say,
and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for a lot of women.
Oh yeah,
There are
that's
a
what
lot
the show is about.
going through this same issue. That no matter what they doing, they feel like they're doing all that they can to support their man and be there. But for some reason, whether it be IG DMs, whether it be Facebook, whether it be text messages and calls, they just won't stop. Why?
well, I say this.
They
You ever seen that
program.
commercial?
Which one?
You ever seen that commercial with Snoop Dogg and the dude in the commercial? The Corona commercial?
Were they rapping?
Yeah. You know, he just dropped the phone in the water. That's what you do.
Uh-huh.
Take their phone and drop that shit in the water.
Then they're gonna make you buy a new phone.
Exactly. Now you finna spend another $1,000 on the phone.
Okay, it's expensive because I don't want you dropping my $1,000 phone in the water. We gonna have a problem.
So basically, you saying that that opposite sex friend thing, it might be a little bit of a problem issue.
You can't have friends. You know what I'm saying? Because we human. You know, you got friends at work. You got, people you see every day. You develop a little social interaction. But when is it crossing the line? When does it become cheating? When does it become disrespectful to your relationship? And when your partner is expressing that they feel is disrespectful, when do you validate that?
Okay, let me jump in right here.
I was just
Okay,
about to
are you
point to
basically
you.
saying that they're like a significant other that y'all used to be cool with,
Or just a friend?
or just a friend?
It could be any of the things. I don't want to limit it. Sometimes it's a person that you used to date, but you realize y'all couldn't make anything work, but you still stay cool. So every once in, you know what I'm saying, you still stay in communication, you still hit them up. But for me, it's more of when it is crossing the line.
Ah,
Because
Well, I go to the beginning because
I
to me
just-
the beginning is the first thing you said. People walk around with their cell phones. I don't care what's going on in the modern world. If you're walking around with your cell phone, you're programmed. You should not be on your phone all day unless your phone is paying you.
True.
There's nothing wrong with social media. There's nothing wrong with interactions like that. But if your girl is sitting up there starting to feel a certain type of way, you need to scale it back, and you need to let that person know what it is from the jump while you scaling back, because you should never be that programmed in social media to where it's messing with your relationship.
good point.
Good point. Luna, please elaborate.
Okay, so I actually have a story pertaining that. My soon-to-be ex-husband had a best friend. He was in a group chat with two guys and the girl. And he sends a picture of him gaming, and he goes, "Oh, well, this is how guys get good with their hands." She persists to say, "Well, I'm not worried about what your hands do. I want to know what your mouth do." And all he said was, "Careful now." I told him straight up, that is cheating.
What?
He kept persisting that, "Oh, no, it was an inappropriate comment." So after a while, after months of telling him he cheated on me, and I was pregnant during this time too, so my emotions are high as fuck. So I was like, okay, bet, say less. So my little happy-go-lucky ass picked somebody on one of my old Facebooks, messaged them the same thing. I don't want to know what your hands do. I want to know what your mouth do. And then had the happiest grin on my face, and he goes, "What are you smiling about?" "Oh, you'll know when you look at my phone." Best believe he went searching through everything. "Oh, you cheated on me." So why is that different when we do it back, but when they do it, it's not cheating?
No, it is any kind. Well, here's
Some people
here's
do play like that.
it's flirting. It's
Yeah.
lightweight flirting. But it all depends on how you feel about the flirt, because everybody take flirting in certain levels. But is it wrong? Yeah, if you got a woman or you got a man, is it wrong? Yeah, but it's people flirt. That's what they do. But I think it's
Yeah.
wrong. Yes, I think it's
All
wrong.
I'm saying is he got a big ass cup of cold water with ice in it thrown at him, and
Ooh, we.
I don't play that shit. If you're with me, your attention is on me. And like I said, one of the last shows with the gender warfare, don't do nothing to me that you don't want done to you.
Mm.
Exactly.
It
And
was so that's a disrespectful thing too.
it is.
Mhm.
And I understand why some men don't get that concept.
You know what?
It's not
I got a
it's
question
not
for the.
a
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
thing. It's a disrespectful thing.
I got a question for the ladies real quick. This might be an interesting question for you guys, and then I'm gonna let all the fellas let theirs out. So we're gonna talk about spite and the way y'all feel respected or disrespected. I want to lay something on you. Now, I had got a couple of years ago. I had got sick. Okay, I got sick to the point where the doctor was like, "Hey, man, you need to drop a couple of pounds, and you get developing GERD and you developing acid reflux, so you need to do something." So I was like, okay. So I started to go to the gym quite often. Okay, quite often. I started getting addicted to it, and then I started losing weight and toning up real tight. I'm not bragging or nothing. I just started getting real tight. So I had seen the fellas walk around in compression shirts. That's almost like the same thing as a tank top. So I asked one of the fellas, I'm like, is those things comfortable? They say, yeah, they give you a better range of motion when you bench press and stuff like that. Plus, they tight on you or whatever. So I decided to, because I'm with my ex, I'm with her. So I decided to buy one of these shirts, and I bought like a couple of them and stuff. And the first time I wore it getting ready to go to the gym, she stops me. Now I want y'all opinion now. She stops me and she says, "Where you going with that on?" I said, "I'm going to the gym." She said, "No, you got to take that off. You look like a whore." So I'm like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "What did you just say?" She said, "You look like a whore. Take it off." So I said, "All right." So I was like, I argued with her for a second. I said, "Look, it's just a shirt. I'm about to go." So when I got out the house and I got in the car, she threw a jar and it broke the window to the car. So I got out the car and I'm thinking to myself, first of all, I'm like, you crazy. You got some issues. All right. The second thing I'm thinking is I need to get away from you. So I got in the car and I started to leave. She took the shovel and hit the window. Now, I know this is an unusual story on a behavioral level, but I want to know from the ladies, okay? I want to know from the ladies, was I disrespecting her by wearing that out?
Okay, I'm gonna say you can take it from both sides. It's the same thing for a man. You want your woman to dress a certain way. Yeah, you want her to be attractive, but you don't want her going outside looking like she walking the corner on 42nd Street.
But it was a gym shirt. I was going to the gym.
Okay, but she asked you nicely.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? So it's vice versa.
No.
If you ask politely not to wear that, I will hope that she will respect you in that way and say, you know what, this is making him uncomfortable, so let me not wear this.
I got you.
So you would go to the gym in some baggy ass pants? Hell no. Come on now. Let's be realistic. I mean, come on now. We gotta be realistic with that shit now. We talking about going to a gym, not going to a club.
Right. That's what I was trying to.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be realistic with that shit. Now, you gonna talk about how I'm dressing. You're gonna talk about how I'm dressing going to the gym.
Yeah.
Come on, that sounds like some insecure shit.
And my thing was,
that's what that sound like to me. Some insecure shit. And then you fuck up the car. Come on.
Yeah, she
kind of
fucking
insane.
And you know what the thing is? I've been, if I get from both sides. I really do. I get what Bronx Baby is saying about how she asked me nicely, and I get that. But I was just doing it to go to the gym. I wasn't doing it just to walk outside with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it's a level of respect, because if I ask you nicely not to do something and it's making me uncomfortable, then now it's not a level of just wearing a shirt to the gym. It's a matter of whether or not I'm getting the respect I deserve.
I got you.
Because I'm asking you not to do something and you're still choosing to do it anyway.
Any feedback on that, Luna? I'm curious because we got one point of the female perspective. What's going on with you, girl? What do you think?
I mean, I'm just gonna be blunt. My fluffy ass has never been to a gym.
Fluffy?
So
Fluffy?
I don't know.
Wait, Fluffy? Whoa!
I don't know what people wear other than what I see on TikTok. But I mean, like, I agree to disagree. Because, yeah, if you're going to a gym and there's a certain attire that you feel more comfortable in,
right,
or that you know is going to either make you sweat more or keep you cooler, do what you got to do. But I also agree with, if you were asked nicely,
okay,
But doing all that other shit, that was completely uncalled for.
Yeah,
like, you know, with me throwing the water, it was probably uncalled for, but it got his attention. But with the other stuff, that, no.
Okay, any other
but I might have cut the shirt.
Wow.
You would have cut the shirt.
Yeah, I'm right there with her. I would have cut the shirt off and been like, okay, I guess we getting freaky now.
See, now you see why the show is gender warfare? You guys have secret gripes that you guys have with us, and we got them with y'all. So let's go. Let's get it.
Gonna cut the shirt though. The shirt ain't bothering nobody. Polo.
And she ain't gonna go replace it.
Right.
You ain't gonna replace it.
But see that
fucking up my shit.
But see that
goes into some different shit when you go to tearing up my shit.
Yeah, that really do.
Even if it is a shirt, it's still my shit.
I think
Don't
they know
my shit.
I think they know what to do to make us, you know, get out of our element. Uh-oh.
Like, what if we made it sexy? Like, would that change your
Oh,
point
come
of view?
on, girl. You know what the point of you doing it for.
We just said, okay, look, we're going to do it this route now. Like, what would you guys do? Like, reverse Uno.
I mean, if you say the shirt is if you say it's already tight, how you gonna make that motherfucker sexy? What, you gonna put some holes in it, make it look like a bag now, right?
Keep it for herself.
Look like you just
take it all the way up.
Look like you just got out the pool for the piranhas got you.
She-Hulk it
down the middle.
Yeah, She-Hulk it. Like rip it off him. Like men do, they rip off women's clothes, rip off his clothes, and you know, just be like, okay, start kissing on him. Reverse Uno. Now you ain't gonna do it all today.
All right, so let's so everybody could get a chance. Anybody else got some gripes on the males? Well, we did the male side, so we did the female side, we did the male side. Let's do another female question. Luna, you had a question about the kids?
Yes.
Here we go. Let's go.
I've met some people where, you know, I'd have kids and there would be other women that are like, oh, well, I can't date no one with kids. And, you know, I know this is probably wrong, but I feel like people should date people who have kids if you have them, just because they're more understanding than others, because some people who don't have kids or never been around kids, they don't understand. You know, they don't understand the fact that, you know, we're not on our phone 24/7. We can't give you our full-blown attention. We can't give you that. Yeah, exactly. Me and my sister dated the same guy. She didn't know that he was unintentionally.
Here we go.
Unintentionally, I ended up dating him first, and I dumped him because he was extremely needy. And then not even like within like the first or second week, he's talking about having a kid with me. How are you gonna try to have a kid with me? You don't even understand half of the shit that goes into it.
I mean, after a week,
like he was. What do you call it when men are homeless and they, as soon as they find someone who has their own shit, hobo something. I don't know.
What? Wow. It's some terminology I ain't heard yet.
Yeah, like
hobocentric.
Something.
It's when some like you have sex with someone and they never leave. They basically just move in because they have
we call that being whipped. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking in my mind. He might have been whipped on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby, let's have a kid. You know.
Sometimes even too clingy. They're not on it. They have nowhere to go or no place to stay. You or the other woman is kicking them out. They end up with becoming a homosexual.
Sound like some Plan B shit to me.
I don't know. It was the clinginess.
I guess you would call it equivalent to a Rolling Stone, wherever he lay his hat.
Yeah. All right, so we had the female, the male, and the female. Let's go from the male side. Monster, Chill, Chris, you got anything, any kind of personal gripes to go on? Stories? Chris sound like you want to say something over there.
Oh, Monster.
I mean, I'm just. I'm still tripping about this social media and the texting shit and all this and that.
I think
it's hard to make a woman happy.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It really is. It's hard for a man to make a woman happy because if you bow down to her, you're a bitch. And if you don't bow down to her, goddamn, you something else.
It's between attention.
It's
like
because if you do every fucking thing she say, then where's your fucking manhood?
Right.
You taking orders from her. You got your own fucking mind.
Will the ladies agree?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, will the ladies agree that attention is something that females really, really desire?
Shit, men do too, though. Men desire that shit too.
I would.
Yeah, you want a little attention.
Just a little, but come on, Chris. Let's
goddamn way.
Let's be
for real, the same way.
But wait.
A man want a little attention too.
But wait a minute. I agree with that. But I'm going to ask you a question. Who is more prevalent to be on social media showing their bodies off, men or women, for that attention?
Women.
There we go.
Women.
So will the women agree that you guys have a more of an attention complex ever than we do?
Some kinds of women.
Okay. I'll agree with that.
It's not for everyone. Because I have social media. I'm not an Instagram person too much. I do have it, I have Facebook. But I'm not on there half naked. You don't see me in a bunch of bathing suit pics. I'm not posted up on the sink with ass cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not seeing everything with cleavage. You know what I'm saying? Or me being provocative. Or you understand? Social media is social media. It's what it's for. Today, I have friends on there that are male. I don't believe it's a place to see me in that. You understand what I'm saying? In that area of life, it's not for them.
Right.
It's not for the world. So that's speaking to some females. Yes, there are some females who are attention grabbers who need that. Who, you know what I'm saying? Just their likes have to be in the thousands for them to feel good about themselves.
Right.
That's self-esteem.
That's crazy to me.
That's a self-esteem issue.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Monster. You got something on the tip of your tongue, brother. Let's go.
I agree with that because if you sitting up there on social media, because to me, there's nothing wrong with social media, but when you live on it, like I said before, you basically program because you're doing something that's not really constructive to what you need to be doing. What you need to be doing is living.
Now, I have a little issue with the terminology that Bloody chooses to use when he says bow down to a woman and being her doormat and basically if you do all this stuff, then it's not being a punk or being a pussy. It is a level, like I've said before, of respect. Everybody in their relationship, whether it's personal with a male or female, friendships at work, whatever it is, family, you want a certain level of.
So would you say that it's
I gotta chime in on that one too.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
Go
ahead, brother.
Agree what she just said. Like I was with somebody and I actually was like that. But anytime I start getting back into being my natural self, because I was basically putting on the facade. I wasn't being myself. And I started being myself more and more and more. She didn't have the control. There's one thing to have a woman that she asks for something, you do whatever and get it for her. But there's another thing when she basically wants to control you. Because, I got slapped with something that, like I said on the last show, if you remember, she wanted me to hand over my whole check except for $50. That's when I woke up.
You let me know when you wake up so I can tell you was dreaming.
Okay. I got an example for you guys. Okay. So you're dating a female and you have a greeting for your special lady, whether it's hello, sexy ass, or hey, sweetheart, or whatever it is that you call her. That's what you call your special lady. But then your special lady finds out that that's the same thing you call Felicia, and that's the same thing you call Shaquita, and that's the same thing you call.
I hate that. I hate that. I know where you're going with that.
I know where she going.
Yeah, because
I don't feel like
it's not special no more.
No.
Yeah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And then she, at the same time, she don't feel special no more. She also feels disrespected.
Yeah, I had addressed that issue too before. Like you have your little pet names or whatever that you call somebody, and then you see on their phone, or they call you a certain thing, and then you see on their phone they saying that same phrasing to somebody else. That phrasing ain't special no more.
Okay,
I've had it.
If you see a female did it, how do you feel?
Listen, I was hotter than fish grease when I saw that. It happened to me. It happened to me. I was mad. I was pretty mad. Like, when I seen that, like, cause I hate to put this out there, but I went in the phone, and she used to say, "Hello, my love." I thought that was special when she said it to me. But then, after we had broke up or whatnot, and after I seen that, and then she had said that same thing to me, I think I had just got sick just instantly, and like threw up in my mouth. I was like, you know what? Don't fucking talk to me. We're done. Cause I'm not the only one you saying these things to. So I'm done with that.
So I have something to add on what Ron said.
Absolutely.
So with how she was saying that, not necessarily bow down, because some women, like, they just give them the attention, let them know, like, hey, I got to work safely, or hey, I just got back home, or, just have some sort of consistency, because some people never had that consistency. So when they get it and it's presented in their face, some men do see it as like, okay, bow down to me. Like, if you're doing like the bare, like not the bare minimum, but like it's the little things that count too. Like, it's not necessarily like, like with the t-shirt thing, if you can have communication or, boundaries, or even, compromise about something, like, it's not necessary. There are women out there that do want to control everything, but I mean, like, you just have to figure out who the person is before you get serious with them. Because if you just like end up, like, you can be honest, some people are narcissists and they know how to play that shit off well. And as soon as they got you hooked in, they're going to keep you hooked in, and then now you're stuck.
Well, you know what? I had asked before, Luna. I had asked you before about, the boredom thing. And remember when I asked you about how I said, Luna, I said, is it true that women can possibly get bored fast? And what did you tell me? Do you remember?
I believe I said yes. Women can get bored fast. So, if like shit isn't
bored with what?
See, that's what I was saying. I was gonna point right back to you, Chris. What you said. It's kind of hard to please a woman. Remember?
Bored with what though? What are they getting bored with? The relationship? They getting bored fucking? What? What are they getting bored with?
It's a period thing. Because I've seen it happen.
Like the communication starts.
I mean, what, they getting bored of their man?
Yeah.
No, like if the communication starts getting, like with me, with my ex-husband, after he cheated, like I immediately, like I kind of just started, pushing away. And then communication started getting dull. Like I would try and, I would try to make things a little bit more interesting and stuff like that. But it became a little bit flat. So
that's because of resentment though, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, that resentment. And then the fact that, even when I did try to fix it, it was like, to me, it felt like he was pushing away at the same time. So as soon as like I kind of like emotionally detached in a way, all of a sudden it became like, okay, you're doing this now when it's already like, I feel like it's almost too late. Like, trust me, sex is amazing. But if you're trying to do it every single day and I got shit to do, I got kids to take care of, I'm trying to take care of the house, and then you're throwing shit in my face, like, yeah, no, like that's when shit starts getting boring for me. And that's when I'm like, okay, well, I'm finna go vent to my girlfriends about this shit. And then you proceed to get mad at me because I'm venting to my girlfriend. Well, I can't talk to you. You're doing all this other shit and some.
So you saying that in your views, as far as boredom go, is because it could be because of resentment and nothing else, or just
it's resentment and then the lack of stuff. When I start seeing inconsistency going on, that's when I'm just kind of like, okay, so who has your attention? Like that's when my overthinking comes in, because I've been cheated on a lot, and that's that's my personal problem. That's a me problem. But it's one of those things that I'll try to pursue and talk to you about. And if you kind of brush me off, like, I'm gonna let it be known I'm bored now. Okay. Like, I'm not just gonna sit there and slowly do that, but I'm gonna let you know, like, look, I'm slowly becoming this way. You take with the information however the fuck you want.
Just because you didn't chime in, chill. How do you what makes a relationship boring to start to get boring to you? Just because you haven't chimed in.
Well, it really depends. Like Monster was talking about earlier. There's different aspects of relationship. You got, you sit and talk, you go to movies, different things, work out a relationship. But if you're not keeping the relationship like you was in the very beginning, then there's something, it becomes boring because there was something to bring y'all two together. And like he was saying, if y'all were having, sex a lot in the beginning and that's what you like and that's what both of y'all like, but all of a sudden now she pull away, that causes problems in the relationship to me.
Chris,
you want to keep it the same.
That's a red flag.
Chris, what?
Like a red flag to me.
So what makes a relationship boring to you? Like anything? Inconsistency?
I don't know because I'm a fun person. I like to do shit.
Right.
I'm in Atlanta, so it's shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
Long as she with it, we can go do whatever.
Right. So you one of them type of person that'll sit around and be like, all right, man, this is what we're gonna do today. This and that. I want to keep it moving. Let's go.
I mean, if we make some plans, if we say, okay, we gonna get up, let's say we gonna go to the movies. Today gonna be our movie night. Mm-hmm. So we'll go check out one movie, or we'll check out two movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We wanted to see this movie. These two movies just came out. Okay, we're going to watch both these motherfuckers in the same day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to do something like that. Go ride some go-karts. Go to the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Do something. I mean, but shit, it's if y'all are in tune with each other and y'all trying to be with each other, there's nothing to be boring about. Even if you sitting at home having a goddamn Netflix night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, sit here butt naked. Let's watch a movie.
That's a wild day right there.
Every time I look at you, goddamn, let me smack you on the ass or flip your titty or something.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do.
Bronze baby, do you?
Unless I'm mad at you, then I ain't gonna touch you.
I'm gonna have to agree with Mr. Bloody over there.
Okay.
I'm with him on that. I'm one of those people too. I'm fun. I'm down for anything from gun ranges to amusement parks.
Oh shit! Now there we go.
To bowling, whatever it is, we gonna do.
There's always something to do.
There's always something to do. And even if we at home, I'm one of them females. As soon as I walk through the door, I strip. So everything is a fun activity.
That's what's up. What about you, Monster? Is there anything that Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, I got something to chime in on.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I said, like, in my life is flat out avoid the bougie girl. Because the bougie girl only want to do what she want to do. Because like y'all said, y'all fun. Y'all can do everything from gun range to bowling or whatever. You know how many times I done been in relationships where I just say, hey, let's go bowling. Fuck it. Take the kids. Let them hang out. Let's go laser tagging. Never want to do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll lean on a vice. Like, I actually was with somebody, I was elaborating on one of the stories. She was, I didn't realize how much she used to drink. And when I say drink, I mean like drink like she ain't got no filter.
Oh my!
Because if you can drink a half a fifth in one day, and then wake up the next morning and do whatever, and then drink another one, you got some issues.
Man, shit.
That's why I was like, messed up when I realized how much she was drinking. Because I'm like, why you never want to go nowhere? I be trying to kick it. And like, at the time I was working a job that made me super tired. It was like I was in the gym getting a Hulk Hogan get your arms together workout.
Brother.
The time I did, because it was so physical. I would be sore every night. But when I had time off, I wanted to go kick it. She ain't want to. But she'll find a reason to go to the bar for happy hour. I'm dead serious. Like 4-5 times a week. I'm like,
selective,
living like this.
Selective kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
It always led to going to the bar. I'm like, let's go bowling. Nah, I don't like bowling. You could at least try it.
Bowling ain't got no alcohol.
Yeah.
No, they got alcohol now.
Yeah, they got alcohol there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You can have some drinks. You can sit at the bar.
Yeah.
See, and I want to chime in. Even then, you can. What is this? Sis? What's that app? Peacock. You can get Peacock for like $5.
Oh, yeah.
And then watch brand new movies at home and cuddle up.
It's always shit to do. And if you don't want to do the same thing, trust me, it's something else to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know
Unless you just get a motherfucker that just don't want to do shit with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that's a problem. You know, I can understand. You know, I can understand like with the intention thing. That's been an elephant in the room for me for a long time. The attention thing. Now, if you're not getting it at all, because we all have lives, man. We go to work. We get tired. We go to the gym. You know, we do this, we do that. We have a life. We got things going on. And if you don't want to do something right there because you're tired from doing that, I get that. And I also get, that, if it comes down to a point where, if you don't want to do nothing at all, that just basically is the problem right there. If we can't work things out.
So can we throw kids in this mix now? Like,
absolutely.
I'm curious to know because I did say my question of,
let's go around the room and answer
how
that.
would you guys
Let's answer that.
Somebody with kids, like.
Let's go person by person. You asked the question. Let everybody answer that question. How do they feel about dating somebody with kids? Let's start
and that
with.
pertains to going to dates and stuff like that.
Taking them with dates too. Taking them on the dates.
Yeah, whether you're taking them on dates, because I know I can't. I know one of y'all lovely gentlemen ended up saying, "Hey, let's take the kids with us." Some people don't think like that. So what?
Okay.
Yeah. How do y'all feel?
Who wants to start with that, and then we'll go.
I'll start.
Okay.
Okay, because see, first of all, I've only had one child. But my mom was the type of mom, she always was babysitting somebody's kid or helping somebody out that needed some help. She was one of them type of people. So it was kids always around. I'm used to being around kids. It's something that come natural. Like I'm the big uncle that come in and bring the kids a big stupid bag of snacks. And everybody look at me crazy like, man, why you do that for them kids? Man, them kids ain't got no money. Hook them up.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the dating aspect of it, I don't have a problem dating anybody with kids. The only problem I have is when I get responsibilities put on me.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
That come way before they should happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
Like, I actually was with somebody one time, and they was around me a lot. They stayed fairly close. So we had hooked up a couple times, and I'm still kind of filling out this relationship, seeing how it's going. And at the time, I worked like 12-hour shifts, so I really slept when I got off. So I had told her, I'm going to be off for the next 2 days. I ain't got to go to work. And I already knew I was going to sleep in that night. And they just turned and hit me with, well, if you go be off, you can take my son to the hospital tomorrow because he got a doctor's appointment, and then you can do this and that. And I was looking like, really? You could at least ask me. And the way she came with it, I felt so pissed off. I just ended the whole relationship right there.
Damn. Booty.
Because it was my day off. You could at least ask me.
They pissed you off that bad?
I was that mad. And plus the relationship, it was kind of stale. It's like I was forcing everything.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So
you just going through the motions. You ain't got that spark, because in every relationship you want that spark, that ding.
That's actually what I was referring to with that.
Keep you going.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. That boredom. That Chris, just to let you know, that's what I was.
No.
Okay, so
that spark.
So since
we
going
as far as dating somebody with kids, it should not be an issue. The only thing that I don't like, because, and I say this coming from a guy, because like I said, I only had one child. I had no problem dating somebody with a kid or kids. I just hate when they throw me under the boat and expect me to start doing A, B, C, D. I'm like, hold up.
Well, they dads
this building. I don't mind going out with the kids, because that way, hey, she ain't got no babysitter, man. Hey, fuck it. Let's just go out and kick it. Let's bring the kids anyway. And plus, you can interact with their kids and get to know them a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you have to open up that window. I'm talking about from the responsibility aspect of it. That's one of them things y'all have to sit down and talk about before it's expected.
Okay, so Bronze Baby, how do you feel about coming into something where the male has kids or multiple kids, and how do you feel about interacting with them?
I guess I have a little bit. My aspect is a little bit different. Like I said before, I'm in the 40 and over club. My kids are grown.
Okay.
So since my kids are grown, it is different. I personally choose not to have. I don't want to date a man with small kids.
Okay.
I don't
respect.
I don't want to play stepmom. I don't want to have to do nobody's hair. Like he said, I don't want you to feel like because I don't have any other responsibilities that I'm okay to take someone to a doctor's appointment or do this or do that. That's not my bag anymore. I've been there, done that. That time has passed for me. So for me, that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not on the table. I had an incident recently where I went to meet a guy. I knew he had a bunch of kids, but majority of his kids were grown. When I went to him the first time face to face, he showed up with all 7 of his kids. Okay, so I tried to be nice and, be cordial and meet the kids and stuff, whatever. But then I had a situation like Monster. He was like, oh, we want to go eat. So I was like, okay, well, let's go get some pizza or something. No, turned it into Wingstop, and he expected me to pay to feed him and his 7 kids.
Oh, wow.
Now, that's a big problem. We told him that's $100 right there.
Exactly. And me being the person that I am, I didn't want the kids to be disappointed. I'm looking at him like, obviously, he ain't had the money to afford. He's looking at me to pay. So I paid for it. But once I paid for it, I never saw him again.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, she walked away.
Wow.
Man, shit. That's crazy. But I mean, if it is what it is, though. But so you ain't see him again on your behalf. You was like, fuck it.
No, for me,
She walked off.
Oh, she did. Okay, I thought you meant okay.
Once I paid for the Wingstop, I didn't even wait for the food to get done.
I got you.
Paid for food and said, "Here, you wait for the food with y'all kids. Y'all enjoy that. I'm about to head out."
That actually brings me to another question, but let's touch. We're gonna do Chill and then Chris. How do you feel about dating someone with kids and?
Oh shit, ain't nothing wrong with dating with kids. The biggest thing is when you start dating with kids, and what Luna brought up is when you go on dates, whatever. You should be having your time with you and the woman, and then your time with you, the woman, and the kids. You gotta mix it up. You know what I mean?
15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a little. So you kind of mix it up a little bit, because you got to be able to warm to the kids. You gotta get the kids to like you, because if the kids don't like you, it's a wrap.
That's a common scenario.
That's why you want to interact with them.
So Chris, to sum this one up, because I got a question after that for everybody. Catering to what Bronze Baby said. Chris, how do you feel about dating somebody with children, small children, at least?
Man, I mean, to be honest, I am not the one to complain about children, because I got 5 baby mamas, 7 kids. I don't give a fuck how many kids you got. I'm trying to date her. I'm gonna interact with your kids, but I'm not playing daddy. Cause they got a daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't finna do none of that shit.
Chill. Not chill, but bloody. That's what I was saying.
I ain't playing daddy at all.
Interact with her.
I help your kid out. I'll give them some fatherly advice that they might need. But as far as getting up, putting my clothes on, taking their ass to the motherfucking doctor, no. That shit dead. Call they daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to chime in.
Daddy.
Go ahead, girl. That was your question.
Chime in just real quick. Look, I'm a single mom, but my kids ain't looking for a daddy. I am. Like,
oh
I'm
shit!
Gonna play it like that.
Oh shit!
Like, my kids ain't looking for a daddy. I am.
Oh shit!
So when y'all said that women did that to y'all, it kind of blows my mind because I'm stingy with my kids. You want to do what with my kids, or you want to take my kids where? Like, I'm not gonna ask anybody to do that. Like. So it kind of blows my mind that there's actually women who do that. So when y'all said that, I was kind of like, wait, what? Like, so no, I get where all of y'all are coming from. And I definitely get where Bronx Baby is. Because I ain't finna start over. That's why I had my last kid when I did. Because as soon as my kids get grown, I'm done.
Yeah, buddy. You don't want
like coming home stripping.
Mm-hmm. So last question.
It ain't shit.
Look, last question I'm gonna ask everybody is: have you ever been out on a date? And it's just Bronx Baby says something that just blew my mind. Have you ever been out on a date? Date was going good, then something happened that pissed you off, and you got up and left that date, or you wanted to at least. Man. Woo! I touched the nerve, didn't I? Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's go around the room. Let's start from the bottom up. Chris, has that ever happened to you? Come on, man.
Yeah.
He had to take a sip.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it have, motherfucker ask you to go out with them. They invite you out. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know how women think when it goes to, you inviting somebody to go somewhere with you. Mm-hmm. But as a man, as me, if I tell you, hey, let's go such and such, that mean I got you. Don't invite me out. And when we get there, I order my food and shit, order my drinks and shit. And when the fucking bill get there, you look at me like, you gonna pay the bill? Bitch, you invited me to this goddamn restaurant. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Mm-hmm. I ain't want to come here. I came to this bitch because you wanted to come to this motherfucker. You said, let's go eat here. Mm-hmm. Let me take you here. That was the word she said. Let me take you here. Yeah, you drove, but I paid. You didn't take me nowhere. I ain't fuck with her no more.
Oof. Chill.
No more. I wanted to leave her ass at the restaurant too.
Chill. That ever happened to you?
Oh man. Something you brought up earlier. I was going to comment on, but you never really brought it back up. It was talking about that food thing. How when you go out and then you get something to eat, and then they want something to eat too.
Yeah.
After they said no. They said no. Let me tell you how you fix that problem.
Oh shit!
So I used to run into that quite frequently. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, I get the food. It's I don't want nothing. So you get the fries. Next thing you know, half the fries are gone. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wait a minute. You said you didn't want nothing to eat. So this is how I solved that problem. I get to the window, right? Lady said, can I help you? So
who was it, Maylene? Bronx Baby. Bronx Baby.
So I get to the window. So I say, do you want something? No. And then I said, can I get 2 of number 5s, please? I was going to order it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I just ordered 2 of them. That way, hey, you said you didn't want nothing, but hey, I got them for you anyway. That's how you solve that problem.
Put that shit in the refrigerator.
You go ahead and order it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that was smart. Bronx Baby, you already said that your scenario. You want me to skip, or you got another one?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so Monster, have you ever had that happen to you?
Man, we ain't got enough time for one of the stories because I know you heard
10 minutes.
But I actually went to the movies one time with somebody, and I was young. I was like, I said about 19. They flipped out because when we came for the movie, it was all sold out. I don't even remember the movie. she made the mistake of pissing me off before we even got there.
Oh shit. Here we go.
That was a big mistake.
Here we go.
Because how you gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, you better buy me this and you better do that," and yeah, at the end of the day, you supposed to after we leave the movies, you supposed to make sure you buy me something. I'm getting aggravated real quick. I said, I just want to go see the movie. Matter of fact, it was so old. I think it was Action Jackson. It was.
Oh my
old.
God!
Carl.
Damn, Carl Weathers.
Black-headed.
This was Carl Weathers had black hair, not gray hair, right?
Right after goddamn Rocky.
Like I said,
damn.
18, 19, something like
Rocky
that.
won. Shit.
When we got to the movies, like I said, I got a pet peeve on rudeness.
Mm-hmm.
Because I worked in customer service, food service and all that.
Mm-hmm.
She was just being rude to the girl or whatever. Just flat out rude. And I kept on saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. Don't ignore her. Just get this, that, and this." They kept coming to me because she like, "Oh, they need to get this. Why they ain't got this up front? And why this over there? And why is it taking so long to get our order?" Just going off about everything. I was so disgusted. I paid for all that shit. And then I said, "Let me go use the bathroom before we actually go in the theater." She's like, "Okay, I'm going to go over there." They got one, it was Severance, I think, because, before you go in there, they got a bathroom before you go through the curtains.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I darted back so quick. I ain't go to no damn bathroom.
You
I
left
darted
her?
the other way. I left her.
Damn!
She was just rude, snotty,
Damn!
going off on everybody.
You left her at the restaurant or at the
theaters?
At the theater? My fault. Damn.
Yep.
I would have did the same thing.
Well, it's your turn
I
now,
love
girl.
her.
It's your turn.
More candy and all that stuff. She got all that.
It's your turn, girl. Go ahead. You ever left some,
I would have did the same goddamn thing.
You got a scenario like that?
No, I don't go on too many dates. I'm very picky with
Really?
who I go on dates with. Like, I don't know if it's because it's the mom in me and, I've made my life being a mom at this point, and I'm living basically sheltered in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't go on too many dates. The only date that I can say is I went on a date with a guy. And it happened at the end, and I wasn't driving. He gentleman, being super sweet. And then I have astigmatism. So when it looks like fireworks with the lights. And I tell the guy, "Hey, get off on this exit." And because I didn't have my keys, it was recently of what happened with my daughter. And I was like, "Okay, well, this is my exit. I'm sorry, I left my keys at home. I wasn't expecting to bring my keys. We came back late. Oh, well, you ruined the date." I'm like, "Oh, fucking well, I guess I ruined the goddamn date. Like, I'm not trying to stay out later. I'm a mom. I have to wake up in the morning. My kids have school." And then he deliberately missed the exit. Boy, when I say I was so ready to throat punch this motherfucker, I was so ready to throat punch this motherfucker. Like, you are not going to disrespect me in that way and then expect to text me in that next morning to try to take me on another date. No, because that gave me weird ass vibes. Why are you going to miss the exit after I just told you, "Hey, my exit's right here"?
Mm-hmm. You know what he's trying to do.
Oh, yeah. And look, I got tasers. I got 2 different tasers in my bag. I got pocket knives. I got everything. So I'm all the time.
Hey. You remember when Eddie Murphy was like, "No, we won't have any of that." And Diddy was like, let that be a black woman. Get the fuck out. All right, look, we got 5 minutes, so we're gonna do reflections real quick. All right, to end the show. So we're gonna start with Chris. Okay. I know last time you was kind of, stuck behind, but then you just hammered it in. So I'm gonna do you last. Luna, do you have any reflections going further from this point as far as how you would like to be treated, want to be treated? Because the show is gender warfare, so it's gripes about each gender. So any kind of, you know, vibes or anything that you want to say that going from this point on, or how you going to handle dealing with the opposite sex, even with your kids, anything.
I mean, it opened my eyes a little bit more. Like, I still stand by just be understanding and patient, like, and just give time. Like, I apologize that all y'all went through some crazy ass shit with some crazy ass bitches. I'm not saying we all crazy, but when we say we're crazy, we're caution tape. We're not a red flag at that point because we warned you, and that's up to you if you want to proceed to caution or not.
Damn, that was, whew, I liked it, that one. What y'all think about that?
I like that.
Use that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Monster, it's your turn. Any kind of reflections going forth dealing with the opposite sex?
All the reflection is I just try and be myself and not let anybody change me and enjoy the moment. Hopefully
Awesome.
we have good moments together when I go out.
That's awesome. Bronze Baby, any kind of reflections going forward dealing with the opposite sex? You there? You woke?
Mike,
You see that?
No, I can see.
I can't hear you. I can't hear nothing you saying.
Yeah, you got.
Sorry.
No, you good.
I was muted. Luna, to you, just baby, don't worry. It gets greater later. Speaking from the over 40 category, when the kids are grown and gone, it gets much greater later.
There we go.
Don't worry. Your time is coming.
That's I'm gonna need your advice a lot in the future. So
Hey, that's okay. We all gonna be on the show. We all gonna get to reflect. All right.
I got for you. For me, what I'm taking away from this episode is respect and boundaries. I, as a woman, know my worth. I know what I am and am not going to tolerate. If you want me in your life, you're going to respect my motherfucking boundaries.
Oh,
And if you
oof.
choose not, then you choose not to have me in your motherfucking life anymore. And
Oof.
that is what I'm taking from this episode.
Lord have mercy. There we go. All right, chill.
All I'm saying is, if you come to a relationship, I'm asking you to tell me what you want. Don't be afraid to tell me what you want. And also, I want all of you. I just don't want half. I want everything.
Oh man.
Straight up.
Y'all coming up with some shit. I love it. All right. Bloody bad for you, Chris. Any kind of reflections you got, my man, on the opposite sex, dealing with them.
Shit, man. I just deal with them one day at a time.
Flat out.
Shit. I mean, flat out. I mean, shit. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. I just take my chances. You know, as far as, you know, shit, relationships, shit. I guess, you know, as far as listening to what the ladies were saying, as far as them being disrespected and having boundaries and all that, I get that. I really do. But, you know, with that disrespect, as far as the disrespect, sometimes, you know, that shit is not on the man. It's really on the person. Because sometimes, you know, you have men that'll block a bitch. And all they gonna do is get somebody else's phone or use that app and call you from a different number.
Okay, it's 30
You know
seconds.
what I'm saying?
It's 30 seconds. So I'm gonna wrap the show up with just saying this. I don't know exactly going forward how I'm gonna handle situations with the opposite sex. All I know is this: I'm gonna take it for what it's worth. If you show me A, we gonna do A. If you show me B, we gonna do B. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. God bless you. I gotta cut off the everything is gone. And oh yeah, before I forget, everybody, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.